What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
I got myself Ham, aka United. 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 That's what I'm saying on this episode. United. United.
Oh, where do we start? Man? Oh, it's a long day. It's a long day. I almost called in sick today, bro.
Don't worry, we'll find another United fan today. You have to go through this sick day.
I can't lie, bro.
We'll call Max.
You know what? Someone actually messaged me today and said, I would love to hear what Max has got to say. I actually spoke to him before the game and me and him was chatting. And we both thought, oh, you know what? We were edge United to win. He wasn't expecting us to win, but we both obviously decided, look, 50.
Yeah, you said 55, 45.
Yeah, 55, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so we thought United would win, but boy, was we wrong, man. Boy, was we wrong. It wasn't even a close game, but we'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah.
What? How you guys been though? How's the week? All good?
Yeah, cool. Man. Good. Good week.
There's still a lot there was a lot aftermath after that. We missed out after the City game in terms of Haaland throw the ball and all them kind of things. What Arteta said, but we'll touch on that. But that's secondary to what's happened this week anyway. But we touch on that. Firstly, people, if you could please subscribe to the channel. We got a few comments last week, so we'll go through it. Thanks for the comments. Just keep commenting every week, and we'll obviously go through the comments at the end of each pod. Subscribe, share this with friends and family. And just tune in every week. And remember as well that we're sponsored by Talks Ains. You get 10% off.
He's still sponsoring us, even though United are not.
Yeah, I need to call him. He was.
Okay, I'll call him.
To be fair,
he might be fuming. He might take it back.
No, he was.
Oh, money.
Yeah, Talks is a United support, by the way. So I hope he's still sponsoring us. I spoke to him as well after the game. He was just laughing. It's one of those, isn't it? If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, innit? So normally he is he's a passionate fan. He gets emotional, but he was just laughing this time around. So. But I did tell him that I know you're laughing, but this is hurting you more than me. So I did say that to him. But Talks lives in that moment. Like if United is gonna live with him all week until our next game. So I know
you got Porto away.
And then we got Villa.
So he lives with him. We can live with him for another 2 weeks or something.
Boy. Wait.
But yeah, we're sponsored by Talks Ains. If you just go to his website. Promo code is Talks Ains, all capital. No, sorry. Promo code is
Red Divided.
Messed up my mind. Promo code is Red Divided, all caps. Go on the website www.talksains.co.uk. Let's just get straight to it, man. I'll start. Normally,
you definitely start.
Yeah. Normally, I'll hand it over to one of you guys, but I can't lie. I'll start. So you know what? I posted on Friday night the preview to the Spurs game, and then I doubled down again after my obviously predictions to say United 2-1. I even commented on YouTube that United's going to win 2-1, and I went through the game I went over the game over my head. I think after the Arsenal game, I voiced how bad I thought Spurs were, and not the manager, because I rate the manager highly, but technically I just thought the players are not good enough. So I thought, you know what? We'll beat them. We'll beat them 2-1. That's just the honest truth. I just thought we'll beat. I don't think we're going to walk all over them, but I still thought we'll beat them 2-1. It's just mainly because we're at home. I think that's probably why. Otherwise, it would have been 50-50. If it was away from home, then I wouldn't have said that. But because it was at home, I thought, okay, cool, we'll beat them. Knowing Spurs, I don't think Spurs have been great all season. They always seem to concede a goal. I know we find it hard to score, but I thought, you know what, off the back of the good performance against Palace as well, obviously I know we didn't win, we didn't score. I still thought, even till obviously I spoke to Max before the game, and I was still fairly confident that cool, we'll win the game. We're not going to walk over them, but we'll win 2-1. Even if we're going to edge it, we'll win. And the game started. Even before the game, I saw Son out. And obviously Son hasn't been on form. But
it's still Son.
It's still Son anyway. You still have to respect him. It's still a danger play regardless whether he hasn't been on form or not. I saw Werner. I think this brother ain't gonna do anything.
And his pants.
dead.
Oh, his pants.
Dead.
Lord.
This guy ain't gonna do anything.
He's dead. Bro.
Oh my
And he proved me
goodness.
right anyway. He proved me right.
No.
He did.
Not that he didn't do anything. He was dreadful.
Yeah. And the game started, and it was just total dominance, and it was just, you know what? And it's hard to like pin it down to who to blame. The players, the manager. Like, there's one thing. Obviously, we both like we know we don't have a style of play. We know, like, we blame the manager for a lot of things. Let's put it as that.
Mm-mm.
But at the same time, the players have just got to take accountability because
They're the ones on the pitch.
they're the one on the pitch. When you have a centre back running through you, and no one, and you know what's so upsetting? We collected like 6-7 yellow cards all game, and none of you can take a yellow card for that one.
But the thing is, it shouldn't have even needed a yellow card. It was like they didn't wake up to the thought that, oh, this guy's coming towards us, like towards our goal.
And
it
then
was just
he
so
got
casual
there.
to the last minute.
He sent the ball in, and then see how far Dallo was to,
and then he put his hand
and
up.
he put his hand up.
He put his hand
You
up.
can see it, bro. So you
Yeah.
know yourself that you're to blame. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, you're one of the players to blame.
Yeah.
You can clearly see the guy running in front of you. What
But you still
effort
need to
do
do
you
your
make?
job. You still need
And
to
it
do
goes
your
back
job.
to what Christian Eriksen said after the game on Wednesday, because the players, the other team wanted it more than us. And
That was
Who do you
damning.
blame?
Though. That was damning when he said that.
when he
I
says,
thought that was a bad statement
Yeah,
to make,
same.
because I didn't think we were bad. Like, but yeah, once you make
well,
that statement,
when you make a statement like that, just
the focus becomes on that statement.
on that statement, and then, but then you say that, then that first when did he score? 10 minutes or how long was it?
What, Spurs?
Spurs today.
3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes.
Sorry,
3 minutes,
that
yeah.
first 3 minutes it was so bad.
Yeah, it felt longer.
It felt
It felt longer.
It was 2 minutes something.
No,
Yeah.
brother, it felt like ages. So when they
Yeah.
scored and it said it was 3 minutes, I was like, I've been watching this game for like
long
45
time.
minutes.
Oh, when you just say they had the dominance. Yeah,
because the dominance. So it's just,
yeah.
and then when that goal went in, I just thought, you know what, this is like, I just thought it was going to be a long day. But I still thought it was only
Yeah, it's 1-0,
one
it's
goal.
early.
So it's early,
Right,
yeah,
get the
it's
ball down,
tight.
it's
And then, I just thought we'll still, but they still obviously ended up still dominating the game. We were slow to everything. Like, the press was just awful. There was no point of us even trying to press. We might as well just keep a low block and try and hit them.
Wave a mid block
And
low.
you know what I'm saying?
Low, edge of the box.
Yeah, because there was no point of the press because it's Spurs, isn't it? They're going to give you an opportunity. And they did give us an opportunity. And Xerxes again, how he was off balance, I'm not even going to, a lot of people will say give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt because I just didn't understand how he was off balance. The ball weren't fast. You know what I'm saying? How you got off balance from that? It didn't make sense.
Yeah, people love to go to ground for everything.
Like, I
But I thought that was a half chance though.
Nah, I thought it was a proper chance, bro.
Yeah.
He had
'Cause
time.
I think because of how he fell and he didn't.
That's what I'm saying. But how did
love
he
to-
fall?
I
though?
didn't see
There
that. I
was
just know
nothing
that.
for him to forward.
I just know that the connection wasn't enough for him to score. It wasn't a big chance.
But that's my point, though. There was no reason for him to forward.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
don't
like
know.
all players like going to ground
I don't know whether he
for
sprinted from
everything.
somewhere and he's like,
No, but it was just standing there.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it was just standing there. So the ball
was
came
he
to
stretching
you.
for the? Was it a good? I don't.
No, the
I
ball
only
was
saw it
fine.
once, innit?
I thought the ball was
I can't
fine.
remember, to be
I just like I'm not giving him like it's like
I'd have to watch
I
it
just
back
thought
to
you
see.
just got to score that, man. It's like he's missed far too many. My problem was I thought coming to United, I didn't think he was going to get opportunities, but he is actually getting opportunities. So he didn't score it. What? Look, that was just a chance. I think that was the only chance of the
That was
first
probably
half. Apart from that, Spurs dominated it, and you just thought all you wanted is just for them to go into the second half. Kind of like we was talking about the Arsenal game last week. Go into the second half, you're still going to get chances. Like 100%, it's Spurs.
Oh,
We're going to get chances, and the red card
And we
came.
can't play worse.
Yeah,
That would have been the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
team talk.
I'm not gonna lie to you. At
Can't play
1-0,
worse.
yeah,
and they had the ball, I wasn't even worried.
yeah.
I was like, it's 1-0 and we're playing shit.
Shit.
Things can only get
cannot.
better.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
things can only
They
get
cannot.
better.
And it's only 1-0.
And then the red card
Yeah.
happened, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, when the red card happened,
Fair.
that's when I knew, okay, you know what?
Yeah, that's probably it then.
It's probably because I still thought we could win the game
Yeah,
despite
yeah.
how bad he was playing.
Because you get
Obviously,
your
I
10
wasn't
minutes, you
happy
get your
with how he was
15 minutes.
playing.
Yeah.
No.
But he's only 1-0.
Game
so-
changed like
Yeah,
that.
and with the red cards, like initially I thought, okay, cool, maybe red, but now looking back, I don't think it's a red.
don't
But
think it's
because the ref is giving it on the pitch, I don't understand why VAR But looking back, it wasn't a red.
It wasn't a
card.
red. My first thought when I saw it was, this is not a red. They replayed it. I was like, I still don't think it's a red.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to all that halftime commentary
Yeah,
stuff because
yeah.
I needed Supermo. Let's go and buy Supermo.
Yeah.
But I had a couple of Arsenal fans say, actually, I don't think that's a red.
Yeah,
I could have seen how it could have been a red,
yeah.
but what it ultimately was not a red card.
Now, I looked at it first, I thought, you know what? Because I just thought it was high, but when you watch the replays, he slipped.
By the time he catches
but
him,
he obviously he caught him on his shin, innit?
But it's going
Catches
down.
high.
But it's not even. It's going down.
Yeah.
Many yellow cards are given for that.
Yeah.
It's going down. It's
But I just think because the ref is already given it, VAR is not going to overturn
I think even Maddison felt bad. The way he was talking to him when it was going off.
I think that's what Bruno said. Bruno said that.
Oh, is it?
Bruno said it.
Because the contact wasn't
Yeah,
hard.
it wasn't.
That's why. But where he's caught him is whether it's around here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around here.
I think if it's there, it's a yellow card. He catches him low.
I think even down
No,
here.
what he's saying,
because
what
he's
Bruno's
dangerous.
saying is not. If you
It's
watch
like
it, he didn't
light.
catch
It's
him.
literally
If you catch him,
hardly
even if you
catches
catch
him.
him there and he's the studs, then it's fine.
Yeah,
That's a red.
hardly
But he didn't
catches
catch him with the studs. It
Yeah,
was the side of his
Yeah,
foot.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it's a red. Because they didn't
Yeah.
catch him with. If it was like that, and although we know that he was trying to like stop him from running, and he caught him with the studs,
Yeah, it was
then
so-
fair enough.
yeah.
But it's because it's the side of his foot that caught him. So that's why I don't think it's a red.
Yeah.
Because initially I thought it was a red. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, because as soon as I see them, like they raise up their feet and he catches them high.
But once you
then-
watch it, I was just like,
But-
nah.
You think VAR should overturn it though?
No.
To a yellow.
Like, I understand whatever VAR is
Yeah. So
down to all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah.
I get it,
Once
'cause
he gave the red, I was
once
like, okay,
once the
cool.
ref gave it,
But once
if
I watched it, I was like, I don't
if
think
the
that
ref
was
didn't give it, then I don't think VAR gives it.
Yeah.
But because the ref is giving on the pitch, I understand why VAR hasn't
Yeah.
overturned it.
Take it.
Yeah. Because obviously his field
We might
was
play
high.
better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I didn't get it. I thought VAR should have 100% intervened and said, who's ref? He's the one that sent off rights anyway. whatever his name is,
yeah.
I think they could have easily told him he slipped.
Yeah.
He hasn't caught him with the studs. It's not. It's what's that?
Reckless.
It's reckless, not dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah.
So we can downgrade it to a yellow. And I think if he got a yellow, I don't think Madison or the Tottenham players come up and say, "What are you doing? What are you doing? It's a red."
Yeah.
I think Madison even felt bad.
No,
The way he was talking to
Bruno
him,
said it at the end of the
way he was
game.
talking to him.
When
I was
Bruno
like,
did the interview, Bruno
Is
said,
it?
if like speak to Madison, if Madison
because
came to
Madison-
that
And
way
we
of
don't know what he
talking
was
to
doing.
him.
He was trying to stop a counter attack, so he wanted to give away a yellow card. As he slipped, it's probably fucked up what he wanted to actually do. Isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was a red card. Red given.
I thought I just take it.
Yeah, so that's what Bruno was saying anyway. Bruno was saying Madison
given
came
it.
to
Now you got-
him.
it was 1-0, innit?
And
To be honest, I
yeah,
wanna
and
see
Madison
that. I
basically
wanna
told him it wasn't a red
red.
card. So I think that's what Madison.
I want to see how the
said.
midfield looks without Bruno.
Yeah, and that's the point I was going to make on my phone. You know, United fans get what they want.
I want to see it. I want to see
Yeah.
So
it.
let's see.
So second half, I didn't really expect us to like get anything from the second half. But what I didn't want,
We
is
picked
to
up
see
at some
straight
point.
away. Like what you don't want,
that was-
I'm saying,
yeah.
like just be sense, and that's the stupid thing about this team. And this is what I'm saying. It's not all the manager's fault. Sometimes it's just
Definitely not.
it's just the stupid thing about this team. The time that they concede goals, it's ridiculous. Bro, you can't. Even a Sunday league team or like 10-year-olds, whatever it is, it's common sense, bro. Don't. Martinez trying to.
Martinez is too high, man.
What is he trying to? What in the first 5 minutes of that game? I mean, of the second half, what you
Just-
want to do?
just
Keep a low
keep
block,
it, yeah.
keep it as tight as possible, because you're
Settle
still
into
going to
the
get.
game.
You know what I'm saying, you're still going to get an opportunity, and it's just like it's a. Once that goal went in, that was a game
Yeah, that's
done.
game over.
That was game
It was
over.
game over,
You
yeah,
just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
concede that early. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
It's absolutely stupid, and that's the problem with the team is that they've got brains of a 5-year-old. Like I honestly do believe the team does have quality. It's just the brain just doesn't. I don't understand what goes on in their heads at times. Just the decisions that they make. I look at it sometimes thinking, what is this guy doing? And what does that stem from? Is what I'm saying. And that's sometimes that's where you look to the man at times like, bro, do you not have a word with him? Because this is week after week. We concede at stupid time. We concede within the first 5 minutes of game. We either concede within the last 5 minutes of first half. We come in from the second half. We concede early on. Then we concede. The periods of time, if you look at a lot of our games and analyze it, the times that we concede, a top team should not be conceding. Forget a top team. Forget
That's
a top
when
team.
you should be shoring
a
up,
Premier
you know.
League team should not be conceding at those times of the game. Do you
On
know
a
what I'm
regular
saying?
basis.
On a,
like,
exactly, on a regular basis.
Because it can happen.
It can
just
happen, but
can't.
on a regular basis.
Yeah.
If you look at time and time
That's
again,
just a pattern.
it's a pattern.
Yeah.
And this is not just see. I'm talking about from last. It's from last season,
Maybe
it's been
even the season
happening.
before that, gossip.
Yeah, it's true, bro. Maybe season before that, and it just wasn't good enough, man. It was today. Like I can blame a lot on the manager, and also I blame a lot. I blame the manager because of how we start. Whatever tactic he's obviously written out is either one, this players have chose to ignore it, or two, just didn't work. Because whatever it is, it just
didn't work. Nothing worked.
Nothing worked.
That was first 45 minutes.
Nothing worked. And the players' individual errors, you can't blame managers for that, man. Like it's just Dallo not following his man.
The Red Sea opening. There were so many steps because it started off with the Rashford and Garnacho. So what's happening? What's happening there? So that's the first one. Because I remember it real time. Because obviously you don't know that it's going to be a goal, right? But at that point, you're like, you heavy touch, you've gone.
He's gone, yeah.
What's happening there?
Yeah.
Stupid. Then he's picked up the ball.
In his own half.
In his own.
So that's not danger.
In his own half.
Danger signs don't start going off in your head straight away.
And then, so obviously when they scored, I messaged Tom. I was like, did he buy land? Because that's the only explanation for me is that he picked up, kept running, and then he kept running. And then obviously he put on the afterburners, and then somebody's thought, oh, let's chase him. You didn't think that while he was running 40, 50 yards at all.
It's ridiculous.
Drills across, and then Darlow was putting his hand. Brother, what were you doing in that time?
What were you doing?
Because you weren't going to get the ball, so what were you doing?
Because what?
Think about it.
And this is why I say the players have to take some accountability. It's stupidity, bro. Where's the lapse of
it's not like he ran past him.
Bro, you can see it.
Yeah, it's not like he ran past
all
him.
the way.
He just went.
He's just lazy and he just didn't follow him.
He
just and the thing is, in his head, he might be thinking, I would expect them to deal with it.
They're going to deal with that thing.
And they didn't deal with it.
But as a defender, never expect anybody else.
Never expect it. Because something similar happened where I think, was it Mazraoui? He had to get...
Mazraoui done the same thing.
Same thing.
Because Werner was about to tap it in.
But he got there.
Yeah.
Whether Werner was going to tap it or not.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
If he didn't tap that one in, then I swear it's 4 pounds. So that would have been an open goal.
But no, it was horrible, man.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And it just obviously forget the game, putting things in perspective. Like, if I thought Spurs are technically, they're not that great, but I rate the manager highly. I keep saying it time and time again. Whatever game plan Andrew puts out for them, whether or not they're executing or not, I love the manager. Now go back on us. So if I'm saying that about Spurs, what is it? So is it the players are not good enough, or is it the manager that's not good enough? For me personally, I keep saying it time and time again. I'm not saying these players can win the league. What? These players are good enough to get top 4. And I keep saying it time and time again. The reason why I'm picking the other teams to make top 4 ahead of us is because they have better coaches than us. I just don't think this man is getting the best of this players. I honestly, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying today's game is just all on him. The players have to take accountability on this game. But we're 6 games in now. When we haven't scored enough goals, I know you can't put the ball in the back of the net for the players at times because we have created chances in games. But if you're not creating chances, that's why the players have to take account. But if you can't get the best out of them after 2 seasons, 1 to 3 seasons, when are you gonna be able to get that out?
I'm actually scared about him leaving now because we've got a squad full of people that he's just worked with fully.
Yeah,
like we've got so many players that are just Ten Hag players. Someone new comes in and says, actually, I can't work with any of these players. What are we doing?
You got to start another 700 million.
I think the players that there, I think another manager. That's just my personal opinion. I think these players are just not. I think they're good enough, bro. Some of these players are good. They're not the top of the. They're not the Man City. They're not going to be.
But then you need to get a specific profile of manager because the players can be good, but you might not be good for my football.
And I think that's where you nailed it. It's the profile of manager. You have to make sure because what they need to understand is if they don't want to go and spend another 600-700 million, which you
can't get a Pep manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
These guys can't do.
Yeah, so that's what they're not going to do because I'm sure they don't want to spend that money again. You can't keep doing the same thing. You now need to get a manager. A profile type of manager. We know we're playing
transition football most
that
likely.
knows that, okay, this is the players he has to work with. And the same thing with Ange. When he bought Ange, he must have told Ange, I'm not going to buy spent 500 million for you. You need to work with this man. Whatever it is you got to do. Like, and if we need to buy players,
when he went to Villa and took over from Gerrard.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Gerrard was about to relegate them.
And so you can get a manager that can, because these players are not the best in the world, but they are 100% good players. They are, and I'm not going to shy away from me keep saying these players are good players. Well, if a manager can't get the best out of them, then you might need to replace the manager. And it might be a thing where they just don't believe in him. They don't believe
the players don't believe in him.
Maybe they're not convinced
some
enough.
just don't seem like they're on it as well.
Yeah, they're not convinced enough to go out there and fight for him.
But then they should fight for Man United, though.
Fight for yourself, bro. For your own self-pride.
And I
get
that.
For Man United.
I get that. But for some reason, even that statement that Ericsson made, if after 2 years or going into 3 years, because I think he agreed with Ericsson or something like that as well, and you're putting players out there that you're putting players out there you believe the opposition wants it more than them, then that's your problem.
Yeah, that's wild.
For you to be I can understand if you just started, you get what I'm saying, and the players after 2 years, especially players that a lot of them you've handpicked yourself, and they're going out there, and the opposition wants it more than them.
And the opposition it's FC20.
FC20.
Well, my problem is I feel as if we've let them run with a narrative because we've made that statement. Like, obviously, we drew, but that mistake doesn't happen. We win. None of this is mentioned.
Yeah, but that performance is flat as well, though.
The second half was flat. The first half, we let them back in the second half. Yeah. But if they don't score...
But in the first half, they could have scored first. The minute was 2 minutes.
But we weren't under the cushion the first half. Yeah. We went flat definitely in the second half, and then we made a mistake. But it wasn't like they carved it themselves. That was a big mistake.
And even that goal is similar to the goal today. It's similar today. Exactly the same. And this is what I'm saying. The players have got to take some accountability, bro. Something like that just happened to you 3 days ago. Like, what's going through you guys' brain? And I agree. It goes back to what you guys are saying. If they're not even going to fight for the manager, fight for yourself.
Because I still want a contract somewhere else.
So when it burns, fight for yourself. Somewhere else, man. Fight for like the fans, because the fans don't deserve to be seeing stuff like that. And as you said, in other clubs, the booze will be a lot more than that. Will be a lot more than that.
Therefore,
it's like, bruh, I don't know, man.
I feel like United fans love. Not saying other fans don't love their club, but United fans love United. And obviously, Fergie gave them such good times. This is such a fall from grace. We've seen it with AC Milan, Inter Milan, even when Juventus went from Serie A to Serie B because of their madness and their fans stuck with them. But United are the pinnacle of our league, innit? What the country where we live, Man United are the top club. As much as Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea want to say that, United are the top club, innit? So United fans have seen that. United fans have been the top club for a very long time, innit? Sustained success and whatnot. And seeing this now, it's just like, what the fuck? How do we get here? But in saying that, they're still gonna have the faith and belief that we can get back to where we were. And fans come and go, managers come and go, players will come and go. But we're gonna be here. We're still gonna support this club. So then that's why I made that statement that at half time, I was expecting the boos to ring out the whole stadium. Yeah. But it kind of felt like there was a bit. There was a booze. There was a bit. But I know if that was another club where a manager had been there for third season and half of us wanted him out, and that was the performance they put out. That's the booze is like we're letting the owners know that he needs to leave, and he needs to leave tomorrow morning. Yeah, I thought we were gonna escape him something because I thought that performance was woeful. But at 1-0, I was like, football's cruel. We'll probably just score a dumb goal now, get a 1-1. And I think
the red card changed the game though. Red card, because I believe that if I honestly thought the same, and I thought Spurs are gonna probably be disappointed they didn't capitalize in the first half.
You always get your 10-15 minutes always in a game.
And it was, I think it was just one of those games where you thought, okay, cool, Spurs are always going to give away chances. We're going to get the chance to score, and then we'll see what happens. And that red card pretty much changed the dynamic of the game. And it didn't change the dynamic. Yeah, it changed the game. It
just changed what you thought could happen in the second half.
What would happen in the second half, and that's pretty much it. But having said that, look, that's 6 games, 3 losses.
What's that? 3 losses, 2 wins and a draw.
We've tried.
2 wins and a draw.
We've tried.
How do you stop it, bro?
How do you think?
We've got points. We've got some points.
How long do you think he has left, Addy?
How long do I think he's got left?
Yeah.
I think he's still got time, man. I think maybe till Christmas. I think he's still got time. Because you know what, yeah? Obviously, we didn't want him to stay. You've now chosen him to stay.
Yeah.
You can't sack him straight away. Because if you sack him straight away, then you need to come to me and explain some shit to me.
Yeah.
That's it. You'd have to actually talk through your whole
thought
process.
So you think that... I agree with you. I honestly think they'll keep him to the new year.
Yeah, because I have to see now. I have to see what you were thinking.
The only thing that does get him sacked sooner than New Year is it's the manner of the defeat. It's not so much as one thing like losing. But when
they
you
look like that first half.
See what I'm saying? Like when Liverpool comes to swipe you off the feet, like you're Liverpool's not. We can accept Liverpool because
we didn't have Ugarte.
No,
if we had Ugarte,
but we didn't. Liverpool, you can accept Liverpool because we know we're not competing with Liverpool.
But drawing 120.
Drawing 120, and then it's the manner of those. You know what I'm saying? And the performance that is coming with it. It's like I get you expect him to give him longer because and also bear in mind, and I think I made it clear last week when we was talking about it. Was it last week or 2 weeks before? Omar, whatever his name is, and
CEO,
there wasn't a part of that decision to keep him. They said that decision was made before they started their job. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but now obviously they will be the next ones to make the next decision. If they're probably the one that will pull the trigger if they needed to. So that you've also got that better in mind. But I'm sure they want to back him, and they want to back him until at least January. But it's the manner of those defeats. If you're going to lose, they're probably going to say, okay, cool, they're losing while fighting. Those kind of. But if you're losing with those kind of performances, are we just delaying the...
the performance ain't different to last season.
What I'm about to say is exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
They're just delaying the inevitable.
That's
going to lose his job.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
He loses it in October, November, December, January, March.
I'm not going to lie.
They're delaying the inevitable.
I always wanted him to leave, right?
Yeah.
But when Max came, not this season, last season, he made me think about it. It was like, are we being too harsh on this guy? So I had to start taking a step back and start thinking. Yeah. He made me really think. So I'm like, you know what? If they decide to keep this guy, I'm going to give him a chance. Yeah. So the first few games of this season, you'd notice that even when we weren't picking up points, I was trying to find the positives out of every single game.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, I saw that first half and I was like, no. We will still a goal, get a draw, and we continue. But it's hard to see. Because now I write an agenda before each game. So obviously when I watched Spurs Arsenal, I was like, okay, Spurs have the tactical, but they don't have the technical ability that Arsenal have. So before this game, I'm like, okay, Spurs have the tactical, which I've already said, but I think we've got a better squad. But they are coached better than us. Even though I'm saying their technical ability is not all that, they just coach better than us. Tactically, they're better than us. Probably technically, they might be better than certain players. Maybe their key players are better technically than us. But, and as I said previously, because remember when we had the Brighton discussion, it wasn't that I was saying that Brighton have a better squad than us, but they're a better team than us. And we're just all over the place. Some of the passing that are just misplaced, they're not on the same wavelength.
It's just like, it's the passing. It's just giving a ball. And it's like you take 2 steps forward in the Palace game. Within a week, you've already taken 15 backwards.
But and I think that's another thing. Sometimes we get blinded by something. Palace are shit.
Yeah, but bro.
And Palace are shit and they could have won that game 1-0.
So we are basing, because our revival, because when we drew to 20, I was listening to some commentary off different stations and they were making it like, oh, what's happened to Man United? And I'm thinking, there's something happened that I didn't realise. Did we become good? Because they're now acting like we dropped off because we beat Southampton, beat Barnsley, and then had the performance against Crystal Palace. How are we saying that we're now back because we stole a game from Southampton because they didn't capitalise when they should have? Barnsley. That's why people are saying Rashford's back. Brother. That's why people are saying Rashford's back, because he scored 2 goals against Barnsley. And those are the people we're saying he's back from. And then Crystal Palace. Have they won a game this season?
No. And I did say last week, if this players or the team wanted to make a statement, this is the type of game you want to make that statement in.
Man.
And if you haven't done that, the big games that we played, Liverpool, And as I say, you can give Liverpool one the blind because yes, we accept that they're going to be competing with Arsenal, them not for the league. When I say they're going to win it, but they'll be competing. But Spurs, where we feel like that's our level.
Yeah, in and around. Yeah,
in and around that position. And if they're beating us this bad, and obviously goes back to my point is, yes, they want to give him some time, but when you're losing in this manner, like,
but now he always has a reason because now he can say it's a red card. Like, God is shining on him.
I'm not even looking about what he's. I'm not even looking about. Yeah, I'm not even looking at what he's saying.
He'll say, because I would know if I want to bullshit stuff. I'll be like, they were on top, but you know how football ebbs and flows. Yeah. That we were about to go on top.
I was about to say
they got the red card. You get me? And then they got the red card. He'll find something to say.
Nah, you can't pull the wall over my eyes. You can't. You can't bullshit.
Yeah, so look, if we won a body, it would have been sacked since.
Yeah, but we'll see how long they give him. What are you saying? How long do you think he gets?
I hope he gets 100 years. Obviously, like me personally, I hope. Because we all sing it, all the rival fans. Eric Ten Hag, we want you to stay. We want him to stay because obviously United are doing terribly underneath him. But I think it's a difficult one because, like they saying, if they gave him the contract, was it a 1-year extension?
Yeah.
So he almost has to and they changed the structure above him, and they gave him new players. They almost have to. They've tied their arm. For me, they almost have to give him the season.
We bought his players.
Yeah, they almost have to give him the season. They can't say 6 games in the league, we're pulling the plug. Because then, like Ade said, and as all United fans, okay, explain to me in the summer why the fuck did you think anything was going to change?
We
was abysmal last season.
We
started the season, we're abysmal again. If Man United fans want to say we're getting better, because I hear some channels say United are better, then that's marginal gains that Man United are making. What, like our press is 2% better than last season, or we play out the back 3% better than we did last season. It's not enough.
And it's in specific games against
you're watching United. So I honestly think they. Like, I agree with you. If the man of defeat is 3-0 away to Villa next week, and it's a batter, and Villa have like 17 chances, and it's 3-0, then you play Porto away.
No, but 17 is small though.
Okay,
because Everton were having 23 against us last season.
You play Porto away, innit? Yeah. United have won, I saw a stat, 1 in 9 in Europe or something.
No, we haven't won in 9. Is it 9?
In Europe.
Yeah. Why are we acting like...
And I'm just saying, so
bad thing.
I'm just saying, in order for them to sack him before the end of the season, then maybe a run of bad performances plus bad results.
Before Christmas.
But I just think if it's like United get a win here, then they lose 2, get a win here. I think they have to.
I think they
have to. I mean, if it's up to me, of course, he wouldn't be there, innit? They would have pulled the plug, innit? But I almost think because the only thing they can do, Tom, if they pull it early, then I think all they do is just give it to Van Nistelrooy and say, okay, hold it till summer.
No, I don't think they have to do that. I just think that.
But do you think they'll get a new manager in though? If they pull the plug in November,
I think they'll just do it. I think they'll probably do it in around January times when it's pretty much confirmed that okay, we can't get anything from this season anymore, and let's say we're still in the FA Cup, whatever it is, let someone else come take over the reign.
So you think they'll go for a new manager?
Yeah, in January. I reckon they will in January. If you can't get anything on the season, if the performances are still this bad and the manner of the defeats are still this bad, then around January time
for next year.
Yeah,
January's far though, bro. We're in end of September now.
But
that's October, November, December. That's 3 months.
Yeah, but as you said, based on what you guys are saying is that look, if we've already given him, we have to obviously see it through. And seeing it through is January. Seeing it through is okay. We can't gain anything from this season anymore.
We gave you the chance.
We gave you the chance because they have to give him until pretty much he's lost the season for us. And January will tell, like I'm saying, half of the season, you're pretty much lost the season for us.
That's hard, man. That's a hard decision, bro.
So they will just let it go. So,
then the new managers come in just to salvage something.
No, just play. Like, get used to the canteen, where the canteen is, all of those things. Know where the laundry room is. It'll give you some time.
We'll see what they do, though,
I'm not even in the boat of like let's sack him. I'm not. I told you all.
Yeah, we already said we're not doing that.
I'm not doing the let's sack him. I'm just here. Let's see when they put the trigger. When they want to put the triggers up to you. I'm just here to back the board. That's all.
And if he changes
I'm not backing him. And if he changes it, I'm here to support him until they put that trigger. If he changes it, I'm not. And like Ade said, I'm always trying to like look for every positive in the game as well. Any little thing I can use to support him. Because I've already destroyed you. What else is left? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try and look for any little thing I can use to support you because fans do say nonsense, stuff that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? They look into any things that he's saying, try and twist his words and them kind of things. So I will try and support where I can. But I already know that
Yeah, we already said you're shit.
Yeah,
we think you're shit.
I'm only here for you to just change my mind and just see when they want to pull a trigger. If they do. If you change it around, no, I'm happy, bro. If you change it around, if you don't, let's move on. Like,
he's gonna have some mad meetings up and from now moving forward, boy.
Yeah,
because like my line of work, we have like pits and that in it, like performance improvement plans. I'm assuming they gotta give him one, like whatever it is. Let's just say they were having one meeting a month. Now we're gonna have it every week.
He probably started the season with one. So.
Yeah, he's got to have something.
Just a quick preview of the next two games. Obviously, away to Porto and Villa. How do you see that turning out? Start with the Porto game.
Porto were away. I just can't remember how well Porto have been doing this season, but I would expect a draw at the very, very best of life. At the very best, but yeah, I think we can get a draw.
Yeah, I watched Porto a couple times this season. I don't see why. Yeah, at the very best, we can potentially get a draw. There, it depends on how they deal with like the atmosphere there, because it's not going to be obviously welcoming. That player's been playing well. What's the name? The striker that was supposed to go to Chelsea.
Maradona.
Yeah, so he's been doing well. Scored a few goals. So look, that's the Porto game. We'll see what happens there. Really, you didn't start off well. It's not ideal that you're getting a draw at home against FC20. Now they need to try and call something back.
Porto have won their last 10 games at home on the bounce, something along those lines.
So they were saying it's a loss for United, yeah. But you're still saying draw.
Draw.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm being optimistic, G.
Yeah.
I'm being optimistic. And if we do lose, I'm not watching any European games for United again.
This season.
Because this is what happened to me last year in the Champions League. I kept thinking, no, we're doing the next match. So if they come out straight and lost 2, I'm not watching it.
You drew against Man City.
Oh, did we? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, then I'll watch one more game after that.
Exactly.
I'll watch one more game.
All right, look, the Villa game. What are you saying about the Villa game?
Win or draw?
We can win or draw.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Because of how Villa play football.
No, we've got some. I think we've got a contract with them.
Yeah, no, Villa.
They like. I think there's a contract with us that they like to let us win.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a good. Historically, we got a good record against them. Yeah. Even last season, we did the double against them.
Yeah.
We went 2-0 down at home. Came back.
Match fixing.
And then we beat them away from home. So with Villa, I don't know what it is. Historically, we've got a good record, and how Villa plays with the high line does tend to suit us. We think. To be fair,
Tottenham.
I thought you took the words before. I thought Tottenham does the same. But with the Tottenham one, I think we was getting ahead of ourselves. We was trying to win the ball higher, and just didn't happen. I think now that we've disappointed ourselves this week, we'll obviously settle and just.
Hopefully, you would like to think you will do that.
We'll see, innit? But I don't know. I can't tell you what it will be. I think it can be anything. We can lose, we can win, we can draw. It's because it's against Villa, and historically, as Ade said, we've gone against them.
That's all I'm going based on.
Yeah.
I think there's match fixing.
Yeah. We've gone against them so many times in bad form, and we've always tend to get something from them. So I don't want to say that they're going to walk all over us, because historically, that hasn't been the case with them. But if you're basing it on how we perform today, and also watching how they're performing this season, they're prone to give chances away as well. But we just don't score goals. So as much as I say that, we just don't score. So, but historically, we've always done well against Villa. So that's the only thing I can base on. So
because from here, they haven't beaten us since 2022.
Yeah.
And that's
us. And I think we pride that 2022, they've beaten us once or twice, and prior to that, they ain't beaten us like 10 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah. So I think they've beaten us probably
good record,
yeah, probably once or twice.
They've beaten us like 3 times since 2020.
So we'll see how we get on. But yeah, that's us done. Let's just move on to the Emirates.
And before we do that, though, let me just touch on Tottenham, because I know my Tottenham fans, my brethren already messing me already. We're going to say on your pod about us, bro. So let me just quickly, just to give my thoughts on that, is Tottenham first half performance that's one of the worst I've seen United play. And I've seen United, we've all watched United play bad in the last recent seasons, but that was fucking abysmal. But that was abysmal to Tottenham's really, really good, dominant first half display. I wasn't of the mind last week when we spoke about the game. I wasn't of the thinking that, that United were 55-45, or that you felt that it would be a win or something, or you were expecting a win.
My prediction was 1-0.
Yeah.
So when I predicted scoreline,
I just thought they would just basing it off this season and what I've seen from Spurs, and because I actually think Spurs have been good. As much as I hate them, I actually think they've been okay. Their gameplay, obviously, we all think Ange's a really good manager in it, and I think the way he gets them playing, whether they finish the chances off, but I think how he gets them into those spaces and whatnot with his fullbacks and these wide players and whatnot. So I did think that they would come if they played their game today.
Yeah, good.
Then they would win the game, and it was exactly what I thought, because they really did play their game from the first moment. You could see their whole team was camped in your half. So definitely you want to shout out Tottenham. I thought that first half of them it's probably one of the best I've seen them, but then it's hard to say that because it's one of the worst I've seen.
It was shambolic.
So it's kind of like in the middle. Like they were really good, but United were really.
Because you can't knock them. You can't knock them. But
So and I thought Andrew would be like as soon as they get on that bus, or whenever he gave his team for, he would have been super proud of his players in terms of going away to Old Trafford, and it is Old Trafford, so anything can happen there, innit? But they didn't let that overrule them. They still played their game. They didn't go there and let's hoof it to Solanke if we can't play. They did play. Madden's dropped as deep as possible to know where to start the play. So I thought Tottenham were really, really, really good, and that's hard for me to say because I hate them. But it was there. I thought that was a really good performance from them today. Really good. Really
cool. Let's just move on to Arsenal because we ain't got much time today. We spent so much time on United. In terms of obviously your boys, you must have thought 2-0 comfortable, game done. What was going through your mind when not only like they came out 2-2, but getting to injury time, you still haven't scored a goal. What was, because I knew there was, somebody just told me, I was at a wedding, obviously I was, shout out to Chris, congrats again on your wedding. I was at a wedding, I saw, but we was at a table, I was checking. You can tell when there's a football head, because me, when I was giving speech, all I was doing is checking scorelines, checking fantasy, all of that. And I was telling everybody, I was the one keeping everyone updated. It's like 2-2, like, so I was thinking, wow, what's going on? Then injury time, I saw 7 minutes. I was like, I told the guy next to me, he's a Liverpool fan actually. He's like quite funny. He was telling me stories, so I was fun sitting next to him. So I said to him, 7 minutes, that's enough time. Arsenal's going to score. So I went to the toilet. As soon as I got back, 3-2, 4-2, simple as. So what was going through your mind?
Big shit out there, bro.
What was going through your mind when it came at 2-2?
Well, 2-2 was what the fuck moment, isn't it? That's what everyone's thinking. Like, what the fuck? The first half was too comfortable, so comfortable. They offered absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I heard they were horrific.
No, I did. They offered absolutely nothing. They camped 11 behind the ball and left Vardy up there to suffer. Vardy's up there with Saliba and Gabriel. Like, come on, we can do that. Vardy's got 35, 36.
37 even.
Yeah, so they ain't going to do nothing. So we were 2-0 didn't flatter us at halftime, and it was so comfortable, so easy.
Yeah, I heard it was.
Let's just go get the third or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And so we're 2-0 up, and you're thinking, cool, it's calm. Then they scored like early, but they scored because of
deflection.
No, it's not that. Obviously, I love Uncle, innit? I love Thomas Partey. I think he's a brilliant number 6. But steadily seeing the decline of my uncle. It's hard for me to watch without watching him play sometimes. I know a lot of Arsenal fans think, he's been brilliant this season. He hasn't been brilliant this season. He's been good. He hasn't been brilliant. And the goal, I always look at, especially when it comes to us, I always look at what led to that led to that. And we're starting the second half, we've got the ball. And all Thomas has to do is just recycle it. And he tries to do something silly, like he's trying to feed Saka, when trying to feed Saka is not really on. So they get it, and then they break from there, and obviously someone gets a silly foul away. Cool, 2-1. So you think, and that's straight from half time. So you think, okay, cool, no problem. We got caught cold, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's the first 5 minutes of the second half, it's cool. Settle down, boys. We'll go get the third goal, fourth goal. I'm thinking win the game 3-4-1, innit? And then James Justin pulls out a fucking worldie.
What a goal.
Like a fucking worldie.
What a goal.
Do you know what I'm saying? Big up James Justin, because obviously he's had nasty injuries over the past seasons. But good player, can play left back, can play right back, really like him. So it's a lovely goal for him, yeah. And it's 2-2, but there's bare time, innit? Half an hour to go.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, all right, cool. So, like I said, same again. When you're playing PlayStation, you're chilling. Now you got to start.
Yeah.
Now you got to start, because man's not dropping points at home. To think like you said, it's Southampton away. I'm not expecting nothing. It's Leicester at home. City have just dropped points earlier. We are not about to drop points on the same afternoon. It's not happening. Under no circumstances are we leaving the stadium without 3 points. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. It's 60-something minutes. Yeah? And I'm watching the game. I'm looking at my manager and I'm thinking, he looks as shocked as me. but what I'm saying, I was watching it with my dad, and I was saying, he's the one person that's not allowed to be shocked in the stadium right now. He is a manager and the coach of this team. So he has to prepare for all eventualities. So even when it's 2-0, he has to think, if it's 2-2, or they equalize, what are we going to? And I felt for him, he was like, don't know what to do here. Like, do I let the players that are out there just keep doing their thing at home? They can do it, or do I affect the game from the bench? Now, I thought it's 2-2 at home. It's Leicester. We've been dominant. Fair enough. The second half was a bit disjointed, yeah. But come on, Gaffer. Like, we got to change this. And I thought he waited too long to change it, yeah. And for me, if we're playing Declan and Thomas together in the midst of a trust, and it's 2-2 at home, one of them got to come off. Deco Party's got to come off early, not last 10. And that's what he done. He didn't take Thomas off until like the last 10, like 70 something, 80. And I didn't like that from him. And I love Arteta. I didn't like he wasn't proactive for me. I'm watching that thinking, this old school Mourinho, Chelsea, they're going for the league. And we're at home, and Chelsea at home 2-2. Brother, maybe the two fullbacks are coming off, bro.
As soon as it...
maybe both of them are coming off. And then we're bringing on two strikers. And I'm thinking, and obviously, we're not that in it. I'm not saying we should just be gung ho and be mad. But I just expected a bit better for my manager in that. But anyway, so it's 2-2. So he brings on Raheem first for Martinelli. I didn't like that sub either because I thought Martinelli was actually having a good game. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he's going to take off Partey and then bring on, if he brings on Sterling then or whatnot, we change our shape. Or if he doesn't want to do that, he gets Ethan on for half an hour. So he doesn't. So it's 2. And Sterling coming on don't really change nothing for us because they just camped in their half, innit? So cool. So we're getting chances. There's more half chances. Goalkeeper's making good saves. Then he brings on Ethan. Takes Thomas off, brings on Ethan. Soon as Ethan gets the ball, little shimmy, bang, bang, boom, shot. Keeper saves it. Now the stadium's involved. Because now you've got a young lad from the academy and he's trying to make things happen. Whereas before him, everything was sideways, cross it. He's trying to make things happen. Then it gets to 90 minutes. And for some reason, I swear to God, I started thinking of Man United, but Fergie Man United. And I kept thinking to myself, we're going to score him. Because this is what United used to do all the time. When they're going for the league and it's 90-something minutes, we're going to score. And this team that you support now, that you've always supported, is showing you that. Bournemouth at home, 3-2. We've got so many last-minute winners. And it's like, United last season, it's 1-1. Declan Rice, 2-1, 97 minutes. Jesus, 97, makes it 3-1. So all I'm thinking of, the goal's going to come. And like you said, 7 minutes on the board, I'm thinking, Man United do this all the time, under 30. And last week, Man City, plus 7 minutes, John Stones, that bastard who I love, goes to score, make it 2-2. So we're definitely scoring. And then lo and behold, we score, innit? And it's 3-2. And you're like, okay, cool. We done what we needed to do, innit, in terms of getting the points. And I didn't care how the goal came, innit? We just had to get it over the line. And then we get the fourth goal with that idiot Jesus. I get why he done what he done. He's like me. He's black. He don't give a fuck what people tell him. I'm not listening to nobody. Because there's under no circumstances should he be shooting them when he's got Sterling to his right and Havertz to his left, and it's 3-2 at home to make it 4-2. But you know why he done that? The manager didn't bring on Jesus to the 90-something minute, bro. So that's another side topic. Maybe I'll talk about it next week because we ain't got time. But I need to understand what's gone on there between them two, or what's going on with his playing training. For him to just fall that far down the pecking order. Like we're bringing on, and we should be, but we're bringing on Ethan before we even look to the number 9 that we got for 45 minutes from Man City. And we need a goal.
And there was a point that we were saying that he was the person that was unlocking the play that we were getting. So
and it wasn't like, and the thing is, the manager looked at the bench and didn't think, okay, let me drop Havertz into the 8 like he normally does and let me play Jesus up. He literally looked at the bench and said, no, that's not going to work today. And that's damning for Jesus, isn't it? So I don't know what he's got to do to get himself back. And obviously we get the 4-2 and we get the win. And everyone's happy. You get the 3 points. But
well done, Havertz.
I didn't like the sloppiness from the second half, but I like it that it's to come this early in the season. So I don't need to see that again. Not coming out second half and starting that sloppy.
Look, there's not really much to touch on the game because you just come back. You expected Arsenal to win anyway. Obviously, it made it a bit more entertaining for the neutrals than expected.
They said we are boring. We play dark act, so we make it exciting.
Let's just touch on a few bits before we go on to like the quiz and that. I run up this week's games. Obviously, the aftermath of the City game, we left there. We didn't obviously get the opportunity to see a lot of the aftermath because we came straight after the game to do the pod. The first bit was the Haaland throwing the ball in his head, and then Ian Wright obviously came out on Monday with a post on Instagram that
big up Ian Wright.
That's cowardly. I don't think it's cowardly, but I do think obviously because I think Haaland will do it to his face. I don't think Haaland is someone that will do something to your back. That from what is shown, like he's not going to shy away from any of them. and same you can see how it was talking grease to Jesus. So I don't think it's someone that's gonna. So I don't think the word cowardly suits that, but I do understand where he's coming from. Why are you doing it?
Yeah. I think the word cowardly for the action is right. If you hit anyone behind their back, it's a coward act. I don't think he's a coward though. I don't think Haaland's a coward. I think that act, if I just got his back to him and I bang him on his head, that's cowardly. Just do it to his face. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt about that.
So what is your thought about Haaland doing that in general though?
Well, there's no need for it, innit? But I get it's petulance, innit? They've been going back and forth for the whole game. It's 90 minutes. They probably think we're being wasting time. Him and Gabby always seem to lock into each other whenever we play them. It's like Gabby goes with him like that, innit? So it's one of them ones, innit? So I wasn't, when they were saying it should be a yellow or can we do that again? I don't really care about that, to be fair. It was fine. I just didn't like it that he done it behind his back. You know what I'm saying, but I don't mind. I don't really care.
Second bit obviously was, I love this bit though. I love it. It was when Arteta walked past him, and he said, "What did you say?
Stay humble, yeah.
Stay humble, yes." And obviously,
Jesus
tried to come to him, and he was like, "What? You fucking like say effing clown?
Yeah.
What effing clown?" I was just thought he's what? I was saying we don't have context in it because I don't know why he would say that to Arteta if something hasn't happened. If he didn't see something in the change, someone just don't walk past you. You say stay humble. There must be a reason for him to say, because what has Arteta done to him for him to say stay humble? There might be something that I just don't think he's just saying that for, because the word's humble. There's a reason. You can't just use the word stay humble. You can cuss the manager.
The word will suggest something's going on.
Exactly, the word will suggest.
But also, Haaland's head can just be twitching.
I was going to say that.
Fair enough.
I think my man's got ADHD.
Yes.
I think my man's got something.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But as I said, in terms of it had spiced the rivalry, so I love it. All this,
100%.
like the Liverpool ones where they was hugging each other. I'm not really a fan.
I don't think none of us were a fan of that. We like the football, but there was no needle, there was no spice.
Yeah, there was no spice, but this. So now, obviously, we can't wait until the second. Yeah. And in terms of like this last bit, which was the Arteta's press conference when he said, but he's clarified out. Obviously, like, to be fair to Pep came out and said, look, he needs to be specific. And I do get where Pep is coming from. If you're going to say that, you have to be specific because it's easy for people to just run with
especially the English media.
So it's like, if
the moment he said, I was there for 4 years and I know stuff, they automatically
but I think Pep jumped further than everyone.
No, I didn't. No, the English media knew what they were doing.
The whole
150. Right, the English, 100%. English media will take it there, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
He said, I didn't cross my mind. Everything. And they're being investigated by 115 charges, bro.
I didn't
remember
think so.
what they're accusing us of is dark arts. That's what he was addressing.
So that's what he was
I thought it
addressing.
was football stuff.
No, it's because
we're talking about football. Dark arts, we're talking about football on the pitch.
They're going to take a mile, bro.
I hadn't seen any of the media say that.
And I think that's probably what Pep was just saying is like, you just got to be specific.
That's right. Be specific before I bang you in your face, bro. What are you talking about?
I thought they were talking about on the pitch.
No. And obviously, them man are boys off the pitch, so he's thinking, wow, what are you saying, bro?
But to be fair to him, he's come up.
Then I'll tell him, come out and say, bro, I love him, bro. That's my dog, bro.
Yeah. So you guys can try and damage like
no, that's my dog. That's my dog, bro. I'm trying to take his head off. He's trying to take my head off. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Cool. And I don't think Arteta is of that character to like, he's not going to throw Man City on you, but he used to work there, you know what I'm saying? You're going to throw them on the bus. They got their own issues, innit? And we got our own issues to worry about.
Cool. All right, look, let's just go through the games quickly. Don't have long. First game, Newcastle, Man City, 1-1.
Brilliant.
Obviously, you must have loved it. In terms of the game, any? Do you think that was
the
the
score? I was happy. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if the penalty was a 50-50 to me.
Yeah, it's probably what it was. I didn't give a
damn. I watched it back, and because I didn't watch the game live, but watching it back was a 50-50. I just think it's one of those ones. Once it's given on the pitch,
they're not going to overturn it.
If
they didn't. I don't think they had much on the game. Man City had all the ball.
No. But I don't think they were ever going to. I don't think they were ever going to have. Brentford,
West Ham, 1-1. You know what? It's just one of those games that you always think when you think West Ham are down and out, they just always tend to get. They always tend to get something out.
I thought it would be a draw, but I thought it would be a more goals.
They needed to stop the blood flow. They needed to stop.
Brentford had chances to win the game. They had quite a few chances. Burnley could have scored like 2-3. He could have scored more. I'm glad that you didn't score more. But could have scored more.
But we need to, sooner or later, we're going to talk about how are Brentford scoring that early in all these games. You know the interview Thomas Frank this week, and he said, it's not like we perfected it, but we know whereabouts the ball's gonna drop and we put enough people. Bro, they keep scoring in the first minute. First minute, bro.
Yeah, is that 3-4 games in a row now?
Literally. Three. They're intentional about it.
Yeah. Obviously not having no more this season, you know that, right? Bro, first 2 minutes, everybody's
yellow cards. There's gonna be a couple of yellow cards.
But pick them up though. No Tony, Whistler's out for time. Bremo's flying the flag for them, man.
We have Chelsea 4-2. The boy called Palmer. He could have scored more, bro. He could have scored
way more. I haven't seen his goals yet.
Could have scored way more.
Was disgusting.
Yeah, I haven't seen his goals.
Free kick was disgusting.
I just kept seeing it come through. Cole, see Palmer,
The finishing as well, like his finishing.
Casual for him. Casual.
Like, I think there was a lot of question asked from him. Obviously, it's still early that he was still how he gets on towards the end of the season. A lot of question was asked whether he'll be able to replicate last season form. And I know there's games that he hasn't scored, but more than anything, I've been impressed with his performance more than anything. A lot of the times when I watch him play, and he always seems to make something happen when he's on the ball. He's one of those players that you just know something's going to happen. You're on the edge of your seat every time he gets the ball. Whether it's going to be the pass, and for him to now to be able to adapt into that number 10 role as well. Like, I'm really impressed with him. So I'll see. Technically, he's sound, bro. Technically, his touches, his finishing, everything about that left foot of his, bro, is beautiful. So
love watching players like him because he's effortless, bro. Effortless, and he's playing like he's. You know, when people, I never. When I was playing, I never understood when my managers would say, "Enjoy the game." I never enjoyed football. When I was playing, I never enjoyed it, bro.
No,
I was always on edge. I was always on. And maybe because I was like, in my mind, I always thought, I want to make it pro, innit? I want to make it pro. So I was chasing something in it. So it was just like so tense and whatnot. I never enjoyed it. But when I
that's what separates the great players against
when I watch him,
like players that just play because it's football. Because the great players don't matter the how high the stakes are. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's a big game or small game. They still don't feel that pressure on the shoulder. Don't get me wrong, you might be nervous, but because when my son goes football, when I see him and I see him trying too hard, I hate it. I honestly hate it. I always tell him after the game, like I don't like it because you like football and I want you to be on there to enjoy it. I don't want you to play because you're trying too hard. I want you to smile and enjoy it because I hate that. Bro, there's nothing worse when I watch him on the side, him trying too hard and not smiling, like just trying to. I don't like it,
man. It's hard, man.
I honestly, I always tell him, if you don't want to come football, I'm not going to force you. But one thing I don't want you not to do is to enjoy it. I want you to come here and enjoy it. Like, and if you can, and I honestly believe that's what separates like top quality players.
100%.
Because it don't matter what level it is you're playing, it's going to be effortless. And I always tell him when I take him football, you don't have to come. But when you're there, I want you to like smile. I want you to enjoy it. Even if you're not
enjoy it.
If you don't end up being good, whatever it is, just enjoy playing football. Like, because we play with guys that are horrible at football, but they love playing it. They love playing it, and enjoy it.
But it's hard because the majority of football players are the opposite. They're in the bag that I was talking about myself. They're in that bag that you're playing, you want to impress, you want to do so well. There's a very few players that play football effortlessly and enjoy it and play with smart. That's why we love Ronaldinho. That's why Ronaldinho's a street goat.
100%, bro.
Ronaldinho's playing Zidane and them, man. Them man that's like the artists of the game, like Messi, them man there. It's like, it's joy, it's smiley. It's smiling. You know, when I look at Cole Palmer, that's what we're going off track. We look at Cole, he's of that ilk. Of that, you just enjoy it. Everything is just effortless with him and whatnot. Lovely to watch.
Well, to see, don't get me wrong, as you said, like, because I'm of that ilk, because where I don't think when I'm playing, I'm always trying hard and all the kind of things. You can make it as a top pro.
No,
like
100%.
that. Well, I'm saying that's where the difference. That's the difference maker, and the ones that enjoy it,
man.
The effortless,
enjoy it.
So now it's good to see, man, and just see how he continues throughout the season. Everton's finally won a game. I just said Palace have just been bad. I haven't seen the highlights yet, but obviously they've lost Everton 2-1.
McNeil, that left foot. We're talking about Cole Palmer's left foot, but Dwight McNeil's left foot is sweet, bro. Yeah, sweet. When he was at Burnley, sweet, bro. He took his 2 goals well, bro. Took his 2 goals well, and that was their first win,
First win of the season. First win.
You just delaying the inevitable. Where's the camera? You just delaying the inevitable, Sean. David Moyes is coming to take that job. I spoke to David the other day. We're coming back for that job. We've got new owners now. See, I say we.
I think it was the new owners now.
New owners now. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest risk to his job is the new owners more than anything else.
Jay-Z's not involved in it. Right? They're talking
don't
about
know,
him
no.
wanting to invest. He is.
Not at the moment. Not
okay.
at the moment.
All right, cool. We got Fulham beat Forest at home. That was a tight game.
Brilliant away win for Fulham.
Yeah, it was great.
But Fulham have started the season well, though.
Yeah.
And Liverpool 2-1, top of the league. Liverpool.
It was a bit of a grind, though.
It was a grind, but they got the result.
Yeah.
So we'll see how. I might just artist touch on the slot, but I don't think we can. I actually want us to bring a Liverpool fan just to get their thoughts on him. So hopefully we can get someone in soon. Maybe the next big game they play, because obviously they beat United. That's the only big game they really played. But who's United?
That's not even a big
That's
game.
not, But he said it himself. Big up Arnie, because when they were talking about Liverpool start, he said it himself.
Yeah.
He said, because I think they've already conceded. Might be 1 or 2, man.
Two.
The other day, and then when they lost at Forest.
Yeah.
So they were talking about the defensive record and how they're playing and the results. And he was just like, they're doing okay, but let's see when the fixtures change. Because the fixtures we've not played anyone in the top half.
Because it's the media that's screaming, the same media that
I like that. He's approaching message just like, let's just see how we are when the fixtures change.
Cool.
And what he's getting out of Ryan Gravenberch.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Ipswich, Villa 2-2 today. I think I'm not sure. Was he talking of this off air? Was it?
Yeah, we're talking about off air.
Yeah. So that's that was another good game. Good watch.
Have you seen the goals today?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Bruv.
Not yet.
I think I don't understand. Okay, you said you talked of Rodgers early because he had a tie.
Yeah, tie hammy.
I couldn't make sense of why he took him off so
but they
early.
explained it strictly like 5 minutes later.
Okay, cool.
But before you move on though, that's another ex-Man City player, Leon Delap.
Yeah.
That second goal, what he done to Diego Carlos, bruv,
I screamed
at the telly. I screamed at the telly. You see when he gave him that big step over and he ate it, bro.
Yeah, I don't like Diego Carlos.
But he ate that step over, and the finish from Delap, bro, that goal. Think of prime R9 when R9 is running in on the defender, step over, defender goes that way.
Yeah.
That was beautiful finish, and that's 3 goals in the league, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 goals. Yeah.
When Villa first bought Diego Carlos, I thought goodbye, but I haven't watched him. I'm like, nah.
No, I never understood when Diego Carlos was supposed to go to. He was centre half with Jules Koundé at Sevilla.
Yeah.
Remember,
yeah.
Was it right? A big club was looking at Diego, and I kept thinking, Koundé's better than him. It's like when we watch Mings and Konsa. And Mings kept calling up, but Konsa's better than him.
Konsa's better than him,
That's how I feel about it. I heard what you're saying about Diego.
Even when they did the lineup today and I heard his name, I was just like, why is that guy playing?
I think they've got
injuries, but
injuries
still,
in
I'm
it,
just
so
like,
I think that's why.
even if everyone's injured,
No, but when you get in the car, just watch that.
Check it.
Bro, he ate that step over.
All right, cool. All right, look, so that's the game this week. Just going to touch on the comments. There's not a lot of it on on YouTube. A lot of it is not so much about, it's not questions, but one is a question. The first one is more credit to the quiz master. The first one just saying the depth in the quiz, fire emoji.
Okay.
We're trying.
We got...
What's this week? Fire as well,
I've tried to spread it out.
Then we have...
Goodness sake.
So I'm guessing this is a question. Chelsea title charge moving in silent. What do you guys think?
It's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible. I'm not going to say it's impossible. It's possible.
Wait, so Ham's just...
So my issue with Chelsea is that, as I say every week, is that especially when they're away from home, I can see them losing without any issues. But secretly, let's see.
Yeah, I'm not respecting no title charge until you've played like 20-something games.
20-something.
I've got to worry about Liverpool, Man City. I ain't got time to worry about Chelsea.
So Chelsea right now,
if they do it, brilliant. But I like what he said, in silence. So he says, fair enough. They're winning their games. I think they're 11 points with us or something. Or around it, so they do it.
No, I think they're just a point behind.
Yeah,
they're a point behind.
And to be fair to him, they've had one big game against City. They've only lost that game,
but they could have lost to Bournemouth. So it's one of those ones.
So we'll see. If they have the same players and the same manager next season, will they mount a title charge next season? Is a better question.
We'll know by end of October. They've got some games coming up. End of October, we'll know by.
All right. Next comment is from one of our favourite, Max, obviously.
Man United win the league?
Arsenal fans just can't accept facts. It's a flipping booking. He booted the ball away after the whistle. Also, stop crying about Doku's incident. It's not the same. I think we touched on
Yeah,
that.
we touched on
Yeah, so tell Max, I hope he ain't crying about Bruno Fernandes. It's a fucking red. Yeah? Bruno Fernandes, it's a fucking red, alright? Yeah? He's caught Madison in the knee. Could have ruined his career.
Could have killed him.
Could have killed him.
And next one, this is the last one, is more for the studio. I know certain person's going to be
Big up my guy, Damager.
They got saying loving the artwork. It's a good touch. So, so a little comment on that. But yeah, so that's it this week. Ade, what have you got for us?
Let's do this, man. Let's do this. I even had excess questions this week, so I have I started already on next week.
Manuel Neuer. That was him messaging me privately. Said, "What goes on in your mind, bro?" I said, "What? It doesn't sound like Manuel Neuer sounds."
Just making sure this week you're thinking of the answers.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that team was, and then my brother tried to say I knew it was from Cyprus. Shut up.
Yeah, Tokes got it.
Tokes ain't getting nothing, bro. Go ahead, man. Tokes was episodes.
No, but they're in the Conference League.
Bro, Tokes ain't getting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so guys at home, beat these guys. I'm not even gonna ask you if you're beating these guys.
They're not beating us.
I know you are. I know you are.
They're not.
So 10 questions again. Let's see how it goes. I'm expecting both of you to get at least.
Don't say that. Don't put added pressure on us. Don't put added pressure.
Let me know.
Let's enjoy football.
It's true.
Don't put added pressure on me. I get two.
All right, so question 1. What's the nationality of City's backup goalkeeper, Stefan Ortega?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think I know.
Bella.
That's a good question, though. Because imagine he can play with his heart. I don't know what he's called.
I don't know.
I'm just going to guess.
All right, question 2. At which club did Firmino and David Alaba play together?
Firmino and Alaba.
Yeah.
Alaba, Real Madrid's centre back.
I made him my centre back permanently now.
Really? I can't remember Alaba playing for anyone else apart from
we're getting to 0 again, Shah.
Thingy, you know.
Alaba and who?
Firmino. So, question 3, because we need to keep moving. Who has won more Serie A titles, Inter or AC Milan? Question 4.
I could be 0 for 3 right now.
What is the name of the Nottingham Forest Stadium?
Unless they have changed their name.
I actually love this. I love this quiz.
Right, unless they've changed their name, this better be it, bro.
Question 5. Who won the Golden Ball at the 2002 World Cup?
2002 World Cup.
Yeah.
That's the one in Brazil, right?
No clues.
No. Okay. 2002 World Cup.
Who won the Golden Ball? That's the best player,
Golden
right?
Ball. Yeah, best player.
2002.
Yeah.
It's got to be my man, bro. It's got to be.
I'm very sure nobody's guessing it. Not saying that you aren't right, but I'm sure nobody's.
Let me rub this up.
By the way, I didn't look at your board. No, say it with chest.
2002.
Say it with chest, yes.
No, you've put me off now, man.
Don't listen to my mind games. I've been doing mind games since I was 6 years old.
2002.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know who won it. I know who scored.
Okay, next one.
I know who they...
What country is the team Karabag FK based in?
Karabag.
Yeah.
That's a team that Tottenham played, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I was going to do a harder one, but I thought you guys deserve an easy one after last week. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I thought I'd give you an easy one because
this is the only one. No.
I thought I'd give you an easy one for that.
I'm 2 out of 6.
I thought I knew.
Yeah, I know this one.
As I'm writing it out, I don't think
I know this
right.
one.
Yeah,
if I get this one right, scrap the quiz.
What team did Florian Wirtz join Leverkusen from?
I thought it was from the academy. So.
He must have got his debut from Leverkusen. So is that as a youngster? Then you're saying, because how's that possible?
He wasn't underage, so he was.
Did he have like a German debut, or he never played?
Ishad joined. I'm not going to tell you exactly. Ishad joined them.
So he joined Leverkusen
from another German team. It was a big drama about the transfer.
Okay.
Right. What is the match between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund called?
I don't know.
Can have that in English or German. I don't mind.
I don't know. I don't know. Bro, I'm only getting. I don't think I got one right. I can't lie.
All right. Who is the only player to have represented England having never lived in the country beforehand?
What full?
Played international football for England, but when he got called up for the first time, he had never lived in England before he played.
2 people in mind. Never lived in England.
Before he played internationally.
No. That's not it. He got called up. He got called up and played. And had never lived in England before.
Had never lived in England before that happened.
Okay, yeah, I think I got it.
All right, number 10, and the final question. Who is the current holder of the Women's Ballon d'Or? We ain't sexist here.
Women's Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. I'm an advocate for women's football. If you love football, you love football, innit?
Sorry, yeah, right.
If you love football, you love football.
The English. That English lady didn't. That Chelsea girl didn't get it, innit?
Oh, I know. No, but she's old though. I'm not thinking. Let me just
Maybe
write.
that Chelsea girl.
She's the only one I know. Let me just write.
Just the way things you're saying to me makes me know you're getting 0 anyway for that question for sure.
This was hard, that day, man.
Is it?
No, this was hard, man.
No, you know, I really enjoy putting these questions together.
Yeah, I know, but you're taking.
So I don't do it.
I don't think I can't lie. I don't think I got one right.
Yeah.
I can't.
In my mind,
things that happened over the course of the week.
I definitely got 2.
Yeah,
I definitely got 2.
Yeah,
over the course of the week, I sort of
if you're saying
put it together.
number 5 is not the obvious, then
I'm trying to think who else could it have been,
unless if
though.
you're playing my game.
All right, answers,
Wait,
people.
Can I wrap up? Number 5?
Yeah, quickly before I start because you haven't seen the answer.
No,
I give
not,
you.
man.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
hurt myself if it's right.
Ready? Question 1. What is the nationality of Manchester City
Argentina.
backup keeper Stefan Ortega?
Chile.
Wrong. He's German.
Oh,
How was you going to get that? His name is Ortega. He's German.
So it's only by his name.
Bro, I'm
Guys.
not going to use his name, bro. Me, I even said Chile. I thought that was
All the stereotypes. At what club did Firmino and David Alaba play together?
I said Hoffenheim.
Salzburg.
Hoffenheim. They played an interesting game today. 3-0 up at
And they
12
lost
minutes.
4-3.
Or 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that.
fantastic.
I was thinking it was either them or Leverkusen.
Who was? Yeah,
I couldn't get Leverkusen and David Alaba.
You have to go Firmino. You're not going to remember that for
that's what I'm
Alaba.
saying. And I knew Firmino played there.
Who has won more Serie A titles, Inter or AC?
AC.
It's Inter by 1.
Serious?
By how many?
1.
So the one they won the other day put them over. Oh my God.
I know I got this wrong now. The Dell was bloody. It's not.
Oh,
them.
That's Southampton.
Just cross.
That's
Give yourself
Southampton.
cross.
Old Stadium.
City ground.
City ground.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they have moved to City ground.
Who won the Golden Ball at the 2002 World Cup?
It's R9.
I put Ronaldo.
Don't say Oliver Kahn.
Oliver
Don't say
Kahn.
Oliver. That's why I said I'll rub it out.
I gave you the option. I gave you the option, bro.
I thought it was Ronaldo.
I should have rubbed. You know when I said
I gave you the option, and you said your name. Gave you the option.
Sick hand, man.
Ah,
Because he's the only other person I can think of.
Yeah,
Germany
yeah.
in the final. He's the only other person I can think of that would have got it.
Only keeper to do it so far.
next.
What team did Florida? No. What
Karabakh.
country is the team Karabakh
Where did you
FK
put?
based in?
Azerbaijan.
Oh,
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
let's move
Do you
on.
know why I done that? You know this week, yeah, when they played Tottenham, yeah, I clicked on their name, innit? No flash score.
Yeah,
And they told me it's from Azerbaijan.
Good shout. What team did Florian Wirtz join Leverkusen from?
Azerbaijan.
I
Nah.
said Schalke.
Ooh, Cologne.
Is there 2 Colognes? One that spelled it Koln.
No, it's the same, but that's just
Same.
spelled the German way.
Oh, because the other one is
It's the same thing.
3 out of 7.
What is the match between Bayern and Dortmund called?
I don't know.
Me, that's a big clash.
It's called the Klassiker.
That's a clash. Big clash.
No,
Who is the only player to have represented England
it
having
was
never
between
played?
Hargreaves and Dyer.
It's got to be Owen Hargreaves.
Who did you put?
Did he get it right?
What's who you put now?
Eric Dyer. Oh, I didn't even think of Eric Dyer.
It's between one of them.
It's Owen Hargreaves.
I knew it. It's got to be one of them.
Yeah.
I
didn't even think of Eric Dyer, because he always played for Lisbon, innit? Sport Lisbon.
Yeah.
Good
But did he
shout.
get called up when he was at Tottenham then? He must have, innit?
It had to be because
Yeah.
And the last one, current holder of the Women's Ballon d'Or.
It's Marta.
That is so. I want to call you racist, sexist, everything.
Huh?
You just picked one woman and put her name down.
No, you're right. Marta's the Brazilian woman. The Brazilian woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, is it her?
You just called the only woman
No,
you
but is
know.
it her?
No.
Oh,
Who is it?
Aitana Bonmati.
come on, Ade, man.
I know where I was
No,
getting
but
that
the
right.
last couple of women have been Spanish ladies, isn't it?
Ah,
Got inside.
this is even better than the Hangman. That's probably worse.
Because the last two Ballon d'Or winners for
I'm
women
trying
have
to
been
think what-
Spanish.
No, that only
Was
was
that Chelsea lady was going to win? The one that plays for England when England won the European Championship was going to win one time.
What?
wasn't it?
Sam
What's her
Kerr.
name?
Oh.
Her name.
Samantha Kerr now.
Yeah, maybe
She is the top goal scorer in both US and in Australia because she used to split her season in both
No,
places.
that was hard. I would
That's
take my
not going to
fault.
be a question. I have to make sure that's not a question going forward.
I'll take my
But
fault.
well done, lads. Okay, maybe not well done, lads, but
What do you mean not one? I got four, bro.
I want to say lads. I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a combined effort.
I'll be back next week.
Back next week. Let's see
Alright,
how
cool.
much you guys get.
Top 3. I want
No,
to get
so-
out of here now that I've got to
No, you know what? Yeah, you know what? On a serious note, obviously we come on that we talk about football all the time, but this one's going to be no top 3. This week is literally just going to be. I'm only going to spend a couple minutes. So on Wednesday, I had the pleasure of taking my dad to go watch Arsenal at the Emirates. And anyone that knows my dad is an avid football fan, die-hard Arsenal fan, ever from back home when he was in Nigeria. So my dad was I'm not going to say what it was, but my dad was ill at the start of this year. But obviously, thank God, he's okay now. And my dad's never asked for me to take him to a football game or nothing, yeah. And obviously, he knows I go to the games as much as possible, as much as I can. But this year, he literally said, "Oh, like I want to go to a game." And I was firstly, I was thinking, "Was this nigga trying to sign up for?" Like, you know that, like he's trying to like before I die, take me to the game. So I was like, "All right, cool, I'll make it happen, Dad, didn't it?" And then obviously we got the. So I was gonna go take him to the. There was a game that we played the other day, but I was gonna take him to that game, yeah. But I couldn't make it, innit? So cool. So then the tickets came out for the Bolton game, Carabao Cup. So obviously got those, but I didn't tell him, innit? So it was like 6 o'clock. He had gone out, innit? So I was thinking he'll be back in time. So funny, my mum saying, "Oh, wait, where are you taking my dad, bro?" Because you know women, and the women always like say you're going one place and end up going like bare places. She was like, "Whoa, we're here." But I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm thinking stressing because I'm thinking I want to get to the game so you can see everything.
Enjoy
You can see
it,
the players
enjoy
come
the
out, warm
experience,
up, blah blah blah. He's been to the Emirates this season because my sister's got him tickets to go to the tour, and then my niece got him an Arsenal kit. So everything was like aligning for him. Gone to the stadium, saw the tour, got the new Arsenal kit. He got it even before me and whatnot. So anyway, cut a long story short, he comes back and I say, "Yo, get ready, man. We're going out." And he goes, "Where are we going?" He's looking at me confused. I said, "We're going to the stadium." I kid you not, Ade and Tommy, this man jumped up and down like a kid, bro.
No.
Like he was jumping.
Yeah,
Beautiful, man.
Like, he didn't know what to do with himself. Like he saw my mum, and my mum was telling him something. He just said, "Get out!" When he came back with his kit on, because I had his kit ready for him to wear, he jumped on me like this. Jumped on me like this. Then we was going. Obviously, we didn't drive, innit? So we was walking to the station. He just jumped on me again. "I love you, son. I love you. I love you, man."
That's sick.
Beautiful.
He's got to the stadium. Obviously, watched the game, and he was just smiling throughout the whole game. And it was a good game. He got to see 5 goals. And then he was looking around. He's like, "Oh, look at the Nigerian flag." Obviously, got the Nigerian flag up there. Then my brothers are with me as well, innit? So my brothers obviously got pictures of us as well, videos of us. I just wanted to say that obviously there's bare of us that have like strained relationships with our parents, especially because the reason why I shared that is because me and my dad had a strained relationship growing up. I never really got along with my dad. And my dad watches the pod as well, so big up Dad, because I know he's going to see this. But football was always our common denominator.
Yeah.
We both love football, and that was always. Well, growing up, I always said, "But that's the only thing we have in common." But now, like, really, I can't even lie. My dad's my dog. That's my brethren. Once he's my dad, that's my brethren. So going to take him to watch the game, they want to get emotional now. Yeah, but obviously that was just a dope moment. And obviously, we're not gonna have our parents forever, innit? So whatever we can do, share those times with them. It shouldn't just be, "I'm gonna dump my kids with my dad," or "I'll dump my kids with my mum," or "It's their birthday, let's take them out." Whatever we can do, just do more. Because I'm telling you, like, my dad was jumping up and down like a 5-year-old kid, bro. My dad is 65 years old, could be 66. You know what I'm saying? So it was a It's a beautiful moment for me, beautiful moment for my family, because obviously I shared it in my group, and my mum was like, "Oh my God, it's so emotional." My sisters and that, and my nieces. So it was a beautiful moment, man. And yeah, like I said, man, we got
That's
that.
dope. I
That's
saw
fantastic,
the video and he just looks so happy, bro. And obviously I know his dad, but he just like the smile on his face when you just watch the small clip on Instagram.
It's
He just
beautiful
look,
times, man.
he looks so happy. So that's dope, man. Like, that's and
Memories
it's a
are
beautiful
important.
like way to end the pod as well. Nice to touch on that as well, because you know what, God, I wanted to ask you to touch on that, but not knowing that that's what you were actually going to touch on, so which is sick. All right, cool. Thanks, people. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share this with friends and family, and comment like you did last week. We're gonna go through the comment section again next week, and we out. Peace.